Hey, NFL, what the hell? I love the NFL, alright? Have for my entire life. Been a big fan, clearly. And, you know, it's just my favorite sport. It's the one I connect with the most. Whatever. The NFL is so dumb that it hurts sometimes. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, recently got a 17-game full-year suspension for betting on games on his own team to win or lose or what have you. Granted, most of the time that he was betting on the Falcons, he wasn't even with the team, as he had stepped back in the season due to mental health problems. Nevertheless, got a 17-game suspension. Josh Gordon, a wide receiver formerly of the Browns and then just a myriad of teams after that, has been suspended more than 25 games in his career for possession and testing positive for marijuana use, which is now legal in most states. Now, it's not legal in the United States per se, but it's legal in most states in the United States, including some of the ones that he played for the team that represents the state. That's not even mentioning the fact that the NFL recently changed their substance abuse policy to be, you can smoke weed. So Josh Gordon kind of got screwed, but that's even besides, so that's one thing. You got the Calvin Ridley situation. DeAndre Hopkins recently got 6 games for performance-enhancing drugs being found in his drug tests. Not weed, but just, you know, steroids probably, just make him better at football. So he got 6 games suspended. Tom Brady, a couple of years ago, got 4 games for deflating some footballs, allegedly, in the 2015 playoffs. Ben Roethlisberger got suspended 4 games, I believe, for rape. Just raped some women. That brings us to today, where Deshaun Watson, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, has 26, I believe, was the final number, sexual assault cases levied against him for massages that ended happily. And the Texans settled with 30 women, so there was 4 more that didn't pursue Watson, but the Browns, or the Texans felt were necessary to settle with them. So, for all intents and purposes, let's just say 30 women. Accused of sexually assaulting 30 women, has paid off most of them at this point. So, clearly something happened, otherwise you would not pay them in civil court. You know how many games the NFL suspended him? 6 for sexually assaulting 30 women. The math on that is outstanding. So how many women do you have to sexually assault for a full year? 60? What would the number be? Does the NFL have an answer? Because I bet the answer is no. The NFL, they don't care that these 30 women, 26, 24, whatever the number was, they don't care that they got sexually assaulted. They don't care that it looks bad for their image that one of the former faces of, like, the new age of quarterbacks is just a sexual predator. They do not care. 6 games is a slap in the face for all of those women and for the integrity of the NFL when it comes to this particular topic. I cannot begin to express the amount of, like, okay, to be fair, I 100% knew that this was the outcome that was going to happen. In fact, I, for a while, was predicting he wasn't going to get suspended at all. That didn't end up happening. Then I predicted it was going to be 2 games. It was a little bit more than 2. A little bit more than 4, even. But 6 games isn't even a half a year anymore. And the fact that it was 30... Calvin Ridley, got an entire season for gambling. I don't know about you, but I would say sexual assault is a little bit more of a problem than gambling. Now, yes, it was gambling on your own team, but again, he wasn't even playing in those games that he bet on, so it's not like he could really affect the outcome that much. Watson sexually assaulted 26 at the minimum women, and the NFL's just like, you know what, slap on the wrist. You know how much money he's losing from this? Like $480,000 or somewhere in that range. Not even $1 million of his contract, because he didn't get suspended a whole year. Which, by the way, the Browns strategically set up his contract because they knew he was probably gonna get suspended for the first year. So the first year he's only set to make $1 million, and then the rest of his contract he's set to make like $40 million a year. That shouldn't have been allowed. It really just goes to show that the NFL just kind of, they want to act like they're progressive. They want to act like they're inclusive to women, inclusive to gay people, and, sensitive to sexual assault and sensitive to racism and all that. But they do not care. At the bottom line, Deshaun Watson is going to make them infinitely more money if he's on the field than if he's not, so let's get him on the field as fast as possible. That's all they care about. Anyway, my rant is over. If I was running the NFL, Deshaun Watson would never play a game again. If I had somebody running it with me, he probably would have been suspended a year. 6 games is just so unfathomably predictable, but at the same time, sad. My next video is going to be the start of the Pride of Detroit video, which I'm really excited about that series in general. I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a little bit before it comes out because I have to edit all of it and do the voiceover work and everything. So it's going to be probably a week or two, but when that comes out, I'm excited to see how it does on the channel. I'm not expecting it to do super well just because, it's the 1970 Detroit Lions. I'm not sure how many people are going to care about that, but I'm really fascinated by it. I hope you guys are as well. And if you want to just learn more about the history of the NFL, specifically the history of the Lions, stay tuned because it's going to be really fun. Goodbye!